Okay, what's up, party people? So this is my first time watching Sex and the City, and I just had to talk about this episode because I was sitting there, like, visibly covering my face. She's like, no, 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 please don't let it be real. Carrie is beyond cringe, and Aiden is so stone cold he might as well be Steve Austin, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? Okay, here's what you need to know to set the scene. First, we have Carrie. Carrie is going to be our star, okay? She's a mid-30s woman, career woman. She writes a sex column, and she is absolutely boy crazy. She pretty much always has a guy. And then we have her two main love interests. Number one, Mr. Big. Mr. Big is what we like to refer to as a man baby. And then we have number two, Aiden. He is a baby man. Now, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I really can't explain any further on those 2 points. Now, who is Mr. Big? So Mr. Big is gonna be our first love interest that we meet in the show. He's a mid-40s guy with a career, which is why Carrie calls him Mr. Big, because he has a big boy job. So eventually, after about 2 years of on again, off again, Big and Carrie break up, surprising no one except Carrie that he is unwilling to commit. Even more painful is that immediately after their breakup, the next woman he dates, 27-year-old woman he marries. Shocking, devastating, absolutely devastating to miss Carrie here. Big moved on. Now it's time for Carrie to move on to boy number two, Aiden. Baby man, Aiden. My understanding of Aiden is that among the audience, he has a reputation as being the good one, but my god, I am not rocking with Aiden either. Neither of these baby men, man babies are doing it for me. Aiden has a major fish vibe when we meet him, and I'm not talking about fish and chips, love. I'm talking about popping on your Birks, taking a tab, and jamming to one song for 4 hours, baby. He's got long hair, flip-flops, and he's a woodworker. I mean, a freaking dreamboat, am I right, ladies? Except there's a catch. He demands for them to be together, Carrie must quit smoking, which I absolutely love about him. I mean, there's nothing like entering into a relationship with ultimatums and demands about the person you're with fundamentally changing an aspect of themselves. So I really like that about Aiden. That was a really strong start for him. Anyway, long story short, Carrie cheats on Aiden with Mr. Big, married, mind you, and the guilt eventually eats her alive. She decides to tell Aiden, and he breaks up with her. So this brings us to the present day. It's hard to tell timeline in the show, but I'm thinking it's about a year later when Aiden rears his ugly head again. And this time, he's got the full fuckboy makeover. Ill-fitting suit, short haircut, aloof, absolute kryptonite for insecure bitches. So, you know, Carrie is absolutely sliding off her seat, wet floor sign, Zamboni, the whole thing. She's single, she's lonely, and she's ready to stir up old wounds. So she decides to beg Aiden to please, please, please take her back. And guess what? Miraculously, oh, he does. A literal angel, this guy. Love him. So that brings us to the episode that is on trial today. This episode hurt me more than Lin-Manuel Miranda casting himself as Hamilton. Like, really? I'm supposed to believe this man? This man is sexy? Okay, sure. Okay, so as a fun little exercise, I thought I would plot all of their interactions in this episode on a scale. For Aiden, the scale goes from fucking asshole to rude to effective communicator, and for Carrie, the scale goes from utterly pathetic to simp to effective communicator. Please excuse my serial killer handwriting. I had to write everything backwards so that you guys can read it. With peace and love, I did this for you. The incident that kicks off this painful series of interactions starts with Carrie and Aiden in bed having sex when Carrie gets a phone call. She lets it go to voicemail and the answering machine picks it up, and who is it? Of course, it's Mr. Big, and he wants to see Carrie again. So what do? Do they talk about it? Do they acknowledge that this even happened? No. They pretend nothing happened, they go back to having sex, but then the next morning, when they wake up, Carrie notices Aiden is all the way on the other side of the bed, creating huge distance between them. Uh-oh. So let's get started with scene number one. This takes place the morning after the dreadful phone call from Mr. Big.
Yet I still wasn't sure. Maybe I was overreacting.
8:10. I gotta get to the gym.
What do you think he actually does at the gym? I'm picturing about 10 minutes of Stairmaster, followed by quick 5x5 ego lift on the dumbbells, then a set of mirror selfies before that Celsius he had for breakfast inevitably sends him to the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
I have to go to the gym right now.
Do you want me to get all soft again?
I liked you all soft.
I didn't.
Hey, give me a good morning kiss.
You might want to brush your teeth first.
Okay, so for this interaction, I am going to put Aiden squarely in Rude. Here, now it's not a big deal to want your partner to brush their teeth before having sex, but before a simple morning kiss, I mean, seriously, get over yourself. And I'm going to put Carrie a bit under effective communicator here because she's not really doing anything wrong, but I do think it's a bit annoying and kind of desperate to want someone to skip their workout just to spend time with you. I mean, I might be alone in this opinion, but the workout's kind of non-negotiable. I'm not going to skip the workout just to lay in bed all day with you. I don't know. Maybe she's fine for that one, maybe not. But for me, don't love that one for you, Carrie. Come on. Okay, this next scene takes place basically immediately after this last one. Let's see if Aiden can effectively communicate his feelings this time.
Fresh juice.
Where'd you get that?
I ran down to the Koreans.
Dressed like that?
Mm-hmm. It caused quite the stir. Hey, will you help me patch up, buddy? I got a big, tense meeting with my editor in about an hour. It's feeling like a chew-patch day.
Now, I've never tried a nicotine patch, but I did try Zyn for the first time over the weekend, and I have to imagine that 2 nicotine patches would probably send me into a coma.
Notice how much better I'm doing this time? No cheating. I think I finally kicked that bad habit. Now I'm practically perfect, don't you think? Ow, ow. Well, that kind of hurt. What was that?
I was just making sure it was on good and tight.
Okay, wow, so Aiden is gonna be all the way over here in fucking asshole territory. Yeah. So that slap, that smug smile, it's totally uncalled for and actually quite disturbing. If I'm Carrie, I'm now wondering, oh, is he gonna be like getting physical with me if I do something that upsets him in the future? You're gonna slap me on the back like that? I don't find that cute or funny. I find that quite disturbing and kind of scary and fucking asshole territory. Yeah. And Carrie, God, Carrie, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to put her in utterly pathetic for that one. The way that she came in the room with the bra and she's rubbing all against him to try to get her approval, and then bragging about not cheating. Bragging about not cheating to the guy that you cheated on. Girl, that is not, you're not communicating what you're trying to communicate here. No one is gonna give you a high five for not cheating this time. Okay, next scene, immediately after this one, we head right into the kitchen for another amazing interaction between Aiden and Carrie.
Are you mad at me or something?
Why would I be mad at you? Excuse me.
About the other night.
What the fuck? This goddamn milk is bad. You just fucking let it sit in there?
What the fuck? The goddamn milk is bad. Okay, Mr. Canada. Sorry about the spoiled milk. Do you need a baggie to throw it into?
Look, it's not you. I'm just a little pissed off because of work. I gotta strip these pieces all weekend. The chemicals are toxic. I can't get anybody to watch Pete.
I'll watch Pete.
Come on, dog walking's not your favorite thing to do, Carrie.
You love Pete, I love Pete. That's just the kind of girlfriend I am. How about I take my tall drink of water out to dinner tonight? Someplace super nice, where the milk is fresh.
Carrie, you should never apologize for having rotten food in your own house. It is perfectly normal, perfectly natural to have a little bit of rotten milk in the fridge if you want.
I was gonna hook up with some of my buddies over at Steve's bar.
Well, is it a night with the guys, or can girlfriends crash?
You can come, don't come, whatever. Do what you like.
No, you go have fun with the guys.
Okay, so for this one, I'm going to put Carrie somewhere between simp and effective communicator. She starts off strong, communicating her needs. Are you mad at me? Is something going on? That was good, but she quickly takes it too far into pandering territory, trying to bribe him by taking him out to a nice dinner, and suggesting she crash a boys' night. That was a little bit too far, a little bit simpy for Carrie. Simpy for Carrie. So that didn't sit that well with me, so Carrie's gonna go about here for that one. And then we have Aiden. Aiden, okay, so he's gonna still be landing over here That's in fucking asshole territory. The outburst about the milk was totally uncalled for. He's in her house screaming at her because her milk went bad. Like, girl, if I want to let the milk go bad, I'm gonna let the milk go bad. It's my house, baby. I'll do whatever I want with my damn milk in my damn fridge at my damn house, okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is at my house. And then his total unwillingness to throw Carrie a bone at all while she tries to make an effort with him is really painful. Come, don't come, do whatever you want, I don't care. Like, okay, great, that's what I want to hear from my boyfriend. Perfect, let's live in this constant limbo. I love this with you. That's so fun. So the scene continues.
Miranda's neck is out. She can't move, and I'm worried that it's too late for me to cancel my meeting.
I'll go check on Miranda for you.
You would?
Sure.
Thank you. You are a great, great boyfriend. You know that? I mean it. You're the best.
Okay, so he does redeem himself a bit in this scene. Just a little bit, you know. Carrie's friend Miranda is in need of help. Carrie can't make it. She's too busy with work. He says he'll take care of it for her, so that's nice. Is it that effective of a communication? I don't know, but it's gonna be somewhere around here. Obviously, he was still being a bit cold, a bit moody, but he wasn't being rude or a fucking asshole. So we'll give him something like that. Okay, Aiden, happy with that. And for Carrie, she's gonna get simp for the second quarter of that interaction because, girl, just give it a rest. Give him some space. Like, obviously, he's brooding. He's in this awful, dreadful mood. You don't need to be kissing his neck and telling him he's the best boyfriend ever. That is just, it's patently untrue. And if he's what we have to look forward to for the best boyfriend ever, God help us. Please, God save our souls. That's as good as it gets. Okay, so this next scene, after Aiden helps Miranda out in her apartment, he heads to the bar for the guys' night, and Carrie decides to stop in to see how guys' night's going. Let's see how that plays out.
That night, I decided to interrupt guys' night to give Aiden a quick thank you for helping Miranda kiss.
Woo, serve alert, that's a serve. Carrie just served. Yeah.
You're my hero.
What's new, pussycat?
Not only are you great to me, but you're great to my friends as well. Who's a better boyfriend than you?
Wait, hold on a second. You're telling me a guy can be nice to me and my friends at the same time? Where is this magical guy? He sounds too good to be true.
I'm back. Where were we?
I was up to 3 peanuts.
Oh, you're such hot stuff, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Peanuts?
Yeah, Shayna here is teaching me how to play jacks with the peanuts. And I'm at threesies.
This is a hell scenario. I'm going to be having nightmares about this tonight.
Hi, I'm Carrie. Oh, Carrie. Hi.
I'm sorry. That's Shayna.
Hi. Can I get you a drink or? No, thanks. I'm not staying. I don't want to interrupt the night with the guys. So, where are the guys?
Oh, man, the guys blew me off at the last minute, so I came down here to hang out with my buddy Steve.
This is making me hot. I had to take my jacket off because this is making me hot. I mean, the way he's just snacking on those little peanuts, I would be just praying that he inhaled one, that he choked on one, just went down the wrong pipe, and she's just staying there like, oh, you playing peanuts? Oh, is that peanuts? Are you playing peanuts?
Oh. And Steve. I'm sorry. Where's Steve?
It's kind of slow, so Steve went to get a burrito. Shayna and I are looking out for the joint.
All right. I'm up.
Yeah?
Twosies.
Tuesday!
Look out. That was good.
That was very good.
Twosies? More like threesies, because you're putting me to sleep, Shayna. Because, like, ZZZ, like, put, like, ZZZ, you know?
What do you call 4?
Foursies?
Foursies! Yeah!
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
What, yeah?
Yeah. Can you excuse us for a second? Sure.
Asking someone else to leave instead of you leaving so you can have a private conversation is such a big dick baller move, Carrie. Hell yeah, that's my girl right there.
What is going on?
What's up?
You tell me. Okay. You do your thing. Listen, I don't have to work tomorrow, so come on over if you want.
Come on.
Good luck with forces. It's nice to meet you, Shayna.
Sorry, was her version of giving them privacy just turning around and standing there with her back turned to them and then just wheeling back around to return the conversation? I'm obsessed. That is such a power move. She out-power moved Carrie on that one.
I'll see you later.
Let's go. Okay. How'd you learn that, bud?
Wow. He was perfect, huh? That was the best boyfriend ever. Huh. Wow, Aiden's the perfect boyfriend. I wish my boyfriend was like that. Okay, so here we are actually going to put Carrie pretty close to effective communicator once again. She almost says what she means, and she doesn't really degrade herself too much here. She's obviously trying to mark her territory a bit, but, you know, we'll allow her that. I mean, you can see why she might want to. And she did drop by to guys' night unannounced after she said she wasn't going to do that, so that was a little bit sad. That was a little bit pathetic. But overall, she handled this one pretty well. She stayed cool, calm, collected. Effective in her communication, mostly. Now, Aiden, on the other hand, is going to be, hello, a fucking asshole for that one. Yeah, weird. So he lies about the guys' night. He barely gives Carrie the time of day when she drops by. He's making this big show of playing this game with Shayna and even interrupting his conversations with Carrie to get back to the stupid fucking game. And then he's practically celebrating when she leaves. And at the end of the scene, Carrie invites him over that night, and of course, in the following scene, she's waiting. He never shows up. Isn't that so sweet and kind? And he doesn't call to tell her he's not showing up. So that is gonna land him squarely, kind of in his comfort zone here, I think. This is like just a place that Aiden just feels really good and he kind of thrives in fucking asshole territory. Okay, so if you'll recall, Carrie said that she would watch Pete. That is Aiden's dog, so she takes him for a walk. He's kind of sick, whatever. She goes to drop him back off with Aiden, and hello, what does she find at Aiden's work site when she goes to drop the dog off?
I got worried and decided it was time to take him home. Here, your dog got sick. I'm leaving. Hey, taxi!
Hey, Carrie. Carrie, stop! What are you doing?
I want to flush him down the toilet. I want to flush him down the toilet. Down the toilet.
Toxic chemicals?
I'm taking a break.
Oh, and she just happened to be there with coffee. I diapered your dog!
Keep your voice down.
What are you doing?
Nothing. My friend. We're friends.
Well, why don't you just fuck her, then we can both be bad.
Yeah, she said it. Yeah, she said it. Oh, what now, big man? Okay, Carrie is once again, she's gonna land like here, like effective communicator territory. I mean, obviously she's raising her voice, she's getting angry, she's storming off, but she is no longer trying to worm her way back into his good graces. She's not pandering to him, she's not trying to butter him up. She said what she meant, and I just have to say thank God. Aiden, we're gonna put a bit below rude here. He doesn't really say much here except asking her to keep her voice down, but I don't know, maybe you deserve it? Maybe fuck you a little bit here? I don't know, just a thought on that one for you, Aiden. Okay, and now finally everything comes to a head. Aiden shows up at her apartment after everything that's happened over the course of this episode, and what does he have to say? What does she have to say for herself? Well, let's find out.
Nothing happened. I thought about it.
Do you want to come in?
Too pissed to come in.
Run! And hide the nicotine patches so he can't assault you with anything.
I hate that he calls here.
Nothing's happening. Or will ever happen. You have to know that, right? I would never do that to you again. Never.
I don't want you to see him ever again.
And I don't want to see you eating a peanut ever again.
Can't do that. He's in my life. He's not the same way you are, but he is. Aiden, you can't keep punishing me. And I can't keep punishing me. I made a mistake and I am sorry.
Do you think that by punishing herself, she means taking his dog on a walk one time?
And I know that you can't forget what happened, but I hope that you can forgive me. You have to 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 forgive me, Aiden. You have to forgive me. You have to forgive me. You have to forgive me.
Wow, that was emotional. I'm feeling emotional after that one. Okay, so I'm kind of torn on Carrie in this scene because she starts off really strong, like very effective communicator. She says what she means, she even puts her foot down about continuing to have Big in her life, but then the begging. Oh my god, the begging. Oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like, I know she's trying her best to remedy the situation, and I really appreciate that, but at the end of the day, Aiden doesn't have to forgive her. Like, she cheated. If they want to continue their relationship, he does have to forgive her, but generally, he doesn't have to forgive her. So the begging and the pleading and the crying and the sobbing just really made me cringe. That one, like, I can barely look at every time I watch it back again. It makes me feel icky inside. I don't like it. And it's kind of manipulative, Carrie. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put her, like right here for that one. I don't know. It's like I'm really torn between utterly pathetic and effective communicator. I don't think she's that simp, though. I don't know. Maybe I'll put her, like, here for that one. Like, she started strong, but she ended here. And Aiden, I don't know. Like, he doesn't really say or do anything. He's unwilling to dig into his feelings and have a real conversation about their issues. He's coming to the door in a rage, so angry he can't even come inside, like, ew. And he's laying down ultimatums that obviously he's unwilling to follow through on, telling her she can never see Big again, and then immediately he's like, okay, well, I guess you can if you say you have to see him again. And it takes Carrie totally humiliating herself, begging and crying for him to finally forgive her, make any kind of warm gesture towards her. It's just really painful to see. And he doesn't really come to any kind of meaningful conclusion. All he says is, like, I hate this. He's not digging into, like, can I still trust you? Here's how I'm feeling. Here's what I need to move forward. He just kind of stands there. He's just kind of nothing. And he's like, okay, whatever you say, Carrie. Like, say what you think. Say what you mean. Communicate. He doesn't have a single dot here. Communicate. Try it. It's not so bad. I don't know. I guess I'll put him somewhere between effective communicator and rude here. This might genuinely be effective communication for him, but for me, it's just not working. It's like watching a toddler try to explain why he's mad that he has to stop eating crayons. So he is gonna go right there. And that's it. That is literally it. Like, he never apologizes for intentionally punishing her, putting on this show with this other girl, like trying to make her jealous, smacking her around, being rude to her. He never really tells her how he feels. They just barely address it and then agree to just sweep it under the rug in the future. This leaves Carrie, on average, pretty close to actually an effective communicator, and this leaves Aiden, on average, pretty close to a fucking asshole. My first watch through, I was actually kind of repulsed by Carrie's, like, intense displays of emotions. I'm sure that doesn't say anything about me, right? But upon further review, I can see that she's really trying. She's trying to be an effective communicator. She's doing everything in her power to try to win Aiden back, to try to see what's going on with him. And, you know, she is pathetic, but she's not really that pathetic. But yeah, Aiden is a fucking asshole. And keep in mind, he is supposed to be the good one in the show. So, what's the point of this video? I don't really know, but I do think it's an interesting study in interpersonal relationships and human behavior and effective communication. It's interesting to examine how when women get really angry, we think of them as hysterical. When men get really angry, we think they're passionate. How women can weaponize their sexuality to manipulate men. How men can weaponize withholding affection to manipulate women. I mean, of course, anyone can do these things, not just men and women. They're not specifically gendered. But in this circumstance, they are gendered, and it's an interesting study in communication and heterosexual relationships. Anyway, I hope you liked the graph. I thought it was just a fun idea to document their interactions. And I'm gonna keep watching the show and see if anything else happens that's worth talking about. And thank you so much for watching this far. I love you. Bye-bye.